So when people see the Blue Ghost Fireflies for the first time, you always get a, "Whoa, that's really cool," describing how they really look like a ghost kind of floating along. My name is Clinton Wickers. I am the manager at the Cradle of Forestry in America with Find Outdoors. Blue Ghost Fireflies and synchronous fireflies are actually two different species of fireflies. Blue ghosts are found in the southern Appalachians, and the main kind of visual difference between synchronous fireflies and blue ghost is a flash compared to a glow. Synchronous fireflies will all sort of blink in the same time period and then stop together and then restart. Whereas a blue ghost firefly, the male firefly is usually 2 to 5 feet off of the ground. It has a slight blue glow to it, and they hover. It almost looks very eerie, like an actual ghost in the woods. And they're looking for a mate. The female blue ghost firefly is flightless, and she lives on the forest floor. They appear blue to us, however, they are not blue. To our eyes, they have a blue hue, but if you look at any photographs of a blue ghost firefly, it's usually a photo of the trail that they make, and it appears green. Blue ghost fireflies like the Appalachian forest, especially here in Pisgah because it is a temperate rainforest. Usually thick forested areas with warm evenings and humidity. Not necessarily heavy rains, but a constant humidity. And they're not found absolutely everywhere. Like as you walk through the woods, they're going to be in patches of areas that may hold more of that humidity. The best time of year would be late spring, early summer, when those types of environmental issues are at their peak with the humidity and a constant 50 degrees in the evening. Blue ghost fireflies are facing many environmental challenges: urban development, deforestation, light pollution, and just like many other species of wildlife, climate change definitely affects their mating patterns and lifespans. Technically, yes, the southern Appalachians is the kind of area where blue ghosts are found. However, they have been seen in Oklahoma, Texas, areas of Kentucky also. But the heaviest viewed or heaviest repeat population of blue ghost fireflies is in North Carolina. The Blue Ghost Firefly Tour started over 8 years ago at the Cradle of Forestry. And we did that to provide an educational opportunity to the public about a specific type of wildlife that they may not ever get the opportunity to see anywhere else. Also, the uniqueness of having it at the Cradle of Forestry, our trails are paved so that way folks can view those fireflies without impacting the forest floor and harming the female blue ghost firefly. So when people see the blue ghost fireflies for the first time, you always get a, "Whoa, that's really cool," and other kinds of excitement and wonderment, and describing how they really look like a ghost kind of floating along. Can't always guarantee that you're going to see the blue ghost fireflies, but if you go on a night when it is relatively around 50 degrees, no hotter, no colder, around the 50 to 60 degree area, a light rain, you will also see them, or absolutely no rain at all. They will not be out in any large amount when there's a heavy rain. You also want to pay attention to the cycles of the moon. If it's a full moon, you are going to be less likely to see those fireflies. And then if you are out looking for the firefly, you will need to have a red colored light, not a standard flashlight. Light pollution, as I stated earlier, is one thing that scares the fireflies away. The mission of the Cradle of Forestry in America is to preserve and interpret the history of forest conservation and forest management in the United States. It serves as a center for educating the public about the importance of sustainable forestry practices, the history of American forestry, and the role of science in forest management. This site honors the birthplace of forest management in the United States and provides visitors with an opportunity to learn, recreate, and commune with nature. The tours will typically start, we will open the gates here at the Cradle at about 8:45. We try to have folks outdoors at our outdoor amphitheater and start with a small little educational program between 9 and 9:15. It also depends on what phase the moon is in and how dark it is outside, but they usually start between 9 and 9:15, start the educational program. They will go out on the Forest Festival Trail. The trails are paved. They will be dimly lit by red solar lights. And as far as the difficulty, I would say easy, but it also depends on the health of the individual that's going to be out on the trail. They are accessible to a degree, but I would say moderate to easy. The Blue Ghost Firefly Tours help support the Cradle of Forestry in America by practicing its mission and teaching the public about forest conservation and management, and that includes wildlife, and that's obviously what Blue Ghost Fireflies are. And then also any of the admission costs for those tours goes right back into the interpretive programs and the facility at the Cradle of Forestry. The Blue Ghost Firefly Tours will start on May 19th here at the Cradle through June 7th. Folks can purchase tickets for those tours by visiting our website at www.gofindoutdoors.org.